Hello everybody and welcome to Barcroft Park in Arlington, Virginia, where the Yorktown Patriots are hosting the South Lakes Seahawks conference matchup, early season high school baseball. I'm Michael Shea. I'll bring you the game tonight. We're also lucky to have Heff, Munson, and Nikki behind our cameras tonight here at Barcroft, hoping to bring you all the action. The Patriots are sending Sam Schachter out to start the game. Right-hander will be facing Dylan Suzuki, one of the seniors on South Lakes, here to lead off the game. And that's low for ball one, and we're underway at Barcroft. The weather has not been particularly favorable to any sport, including baseball so far this spring. And we get ready for pitch two. It's also low, so Suzuki's ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. And this game was originally scheduled to come off earlier in the day, and it would have been at Yorktown's field, home field. But the recent rain has made the field unplayable. So we are on the synthetic turf of Barcroft. And Suzuki flies out to left. That will bring up Jake Peterson for the Seahawks. And Schachter gets ready to face Peterson. Outside ball one. So the game was moved. Sort of a last-minute decision to come here to the synthetic turf of Barcroft, which is also the home field for the George Washington Colonials. And George Washington University had a home game tonight. So these high school teams had to wait for the Colonials to defeat UMass by a score of 10-2. So they get the field. So our game time rather than a 6 p.m. more usual start didn't get started until after 8 o'clock. High. So far, Schachter having a little trouble finding the zone. It's a cool night. Hard for any player to warm up effectively. And that's in there for a strike. Early season matchup, and even more importantly, we have not had spring break yet, so neither team has had that opportunity to practice somewhat intensively. But both Morgan Spencer from the Seahawks and John Skaggs from Yorktown, experienced coaches, and do a great job of getting their teams ready whatever time of season it is. And a walk, so we get our first base runner of the ball game. A one-out walk to Peterson. So with Peterson at first base, Zach Allen for the Patriots will hold him on the bag. And that's hit on the pitch, first pitch to Noah Luckenbaugh. Sends him to first base. It got him just on the inside of the elbow. You can see he's checking the elbow there. I think it probably just grazed him rather than a direct hit. So Luckenbaugh, one of the seniors on the team, he'll be playing at Holy Cross next year. He's, I believe, a right-handed pitcher. He's not pitching in the game tonight. So the ball that hit him was on the left elbow. But again, didn't look very serious, like causing any damage. So the runner's on first and second. Ben Comey wants to step out and have a word with Sam Schachter. Make sure they've got their signals lined up. South Lakes generally a team that will run. They've got some good speed in their lineup. And so with one out, Schachter has to pay attention to the runners at first and second. And that ball is inside to Avery Nieves. In there for a strike at the knees. Good pitch. And a couple of taps from second base. Second baseman, that could be a signal for a pickoff play. So far, Schachter seems to be more focused on the hitter. More taps from the second baseman. And there's the throw, and into center field. So the runners advance. Schachter with a good move, good throw, but nobody was there to get it. So some confusion on the signals, and John Skaggs will take a quick timeout, and they'll talk it over on the mound. Good use of timeout there by Coach Skaggs. You'll notice he doesn't call the timeout after two runners get on base. He's got confidence in Schachter that he can settle himself down and get out of the jam, but anytime you think there's a miscommunication on the field, you want to nip that in the bud. All right, we're back from that timeout. Up in the air, right, and foul. Long, loud foul. So some miscommunication between the infield and the pitcher. Have advanced the runners up to second and third. I don't think Schachter and the catcher need to communicate on what has happened with that pitch. You got good wood on the ball, and you don't need to communicate the idea that you don't want to throw that pitch again. Not to this hitter. So Avery Nieves standing in, runners in scoring position. And that is right at third base. He checks the runner at third, throws to first, and they pick up the out while holding the runners. So some good tight infield defense from Yorktown keeps the Seahawks off the scoreboard. So 2 out now. Schachter trying to pitch his way out of a jam. Walk a hit batsman. An errant throw to second and put both runners in scoring position. A fly out and a grounder have gotten him two of the outs he needs to get out of the inning. Let's look at Luckenbaugh down at second base. Suzuki's on at first. Both have good speed. Any base hit out of the infield, good chance to pick up a couple of runs here for the Seahawks. And Cooper Rosner now digging in. RBI opportunity for Rosner. Called strike. He was tempted by it, but decided to not swing. And it was in there. So Schachter gets the strike. Let's say our microphones for the recording are over on the first base line. So we're able to pick up a lot of the South Lakes Seahawks dugout. And they are totally in the game. That's a foul ball. Encouraging their teammates on the field right now. As I always say, the coach can take you out of the lineup, but only you can take yourself out of the game. And both these teams, Yorktown and South Lakes, the bench are fully engaged in this game right now. Rosner looking to drive the ball somewhere to the outfield. Get his team on the scoreboard. And that ball is low. Schachter's doing a good job of keeping the ball low, out of harm's way, but he's not getting as many strikes as he probably wants to. Strike 3 out of the inning. Scoreless after a first half inning. All right, we are back with Josh Taylor on the mound for South Lakes. First batter is retired. Tanner Wall led off the game for Yorktown and a quick out. And that'll bring up Andrew Simmons. Yorktown's got a couple of left-handed batters early in their lineup against the right-hander, Josh Taylor. Both teams know each other pretty well. Conference 6 rivals. They play each other at least twice a season. And that'll be in there for a called strike. In last year's matchups, South Lakes took both games. So Yorktown will be looking tonight to try to break that losing streak against South Lakes. And gets a piece of it, sends it foul. Both the teams have early in the season, and they've each won one, lost one so far. South Lakes won the opener against McLean, but then lost to Langley. And Yorktown, meanwhile, lost its opening game against cross-county rival Washington Lee. But then they were able to defeat their other cross-county rival, Wakefield. Another foul ball. Staying alive at the plate. Both Yorktown and South Lakes, their next opponent will be James Madison High School. The Seahawks don't take on the Warhawks until next Tuesday. While Yorktown has to face the Madison Warhawks tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. with a foul ball. So with a late start tonight, depending on how late this game ends up going, that's going to feel like an awful early morning ball game against a very strong James Madison High School baseball team. We are almost 20 minutes into the game, and we are not out of the first inning yet. Strike 3 called. Simmons does not like the call, but he's down, and there are 2 out. That brings up Carson Wood for the Patriots. Another lefty. And he takes the ball low. Swing and a miss. Big swing. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. And the breaking ball misses a little wide. Both Schachter and Taylor have a good curveball. And it may come down to which one can throw strikes with it more often tonight. And that finds the corner for strike 2. Foul ball, so Carson Wood fights off a pitch. Two outs here in the bottom of the first. We're in a scoreless ball game. And that is high. So far, Taylor's been keeping the ball low and even low and out of the zone, but that was probably a setup pitch. And a easy catch, pop out, inning over. Scoreless after 1. Back for the second inning. Chopper to short, fielded cleanly, throw to first. Batter retired. So Mitch Mulville. First pitch swinging, and 1 out here in the second. Long first inning for Sam Schachter and the Yorktown defense. And with Aaron Hipsch digging in against Schachter. The pitch slipped a little wide, so we'll get ball 1. Sharp, and it gets through the infield, so a single to right field. Good effort by Yorktown second baseman. Can't glove it. So Aaron Hipsch on at first base. And Schachter will have to pitch from the stretch again. And like a lot of the players in the Seahawk lineup, Hipsch has some speed. He's ready to see a pop up on a bunt. And Comey can't come up with the grab, so it's in foul ground, and we'll reset it and do it again. Not a very high foul pop-up, but Comey couldn't quite come up with the grab. Catchers, unlike other fielders, have an intermediate step where they have to safely get their mass. There's a throw to first, and Hipsch is back. Catchers have to safely get their mask out of the way before they can commit to catching the ball. And on a short pop-up, that can make that process a little bit tricky. And actually, it's a beautiful ballpark, but the light here does tend to drop off a bit behind home plate. And again, on a short foul pop-up, any catcher's going to have a little bit of trouble with it that night. I don't know if players typically notice the fall off in light right around home plate, but when you're setting cameras up for a video shoot, you notice it right away. So Jack Dooley up for the Seahawks. Steps out, takes time, now he's back in. Nobody out, runner at first. And they've got Heff hung up. The ball is dropped by the second baseman. Here's the throw back to first. And Heff slides in. The call is safe. Schachter took the last relay and he thought he had tagged Heff. But the call goes the Seahawks' way. But the umpires are going to come out and talk about it. So the home plate ump now conferring with the infield umpire. And he reverses the call. So Heff is called out. All right, we're back. Heff gets picked off first. Jack Dooley still up at the plate. We had a bit of discussion and a timeout. The umpires changed the decision. And we'll play on. Great pitch to end the inning. All right. Josh Taylor. That's pitched out of a jam already. Trying to keep Yorktown off the scoreboard. And that's a leadoff double. John Merline stands at second base with nobody out, and Vince McGeehan stepping in. Yorktown threatening here. McGeehan, one of the seniors. There's 7 seniors on the Yorktown roster this season. And with a runner on second, South Lakes wants to go over its signals. Make sure there's no miscommunication between the pitcher and catcher. And McGeehan shows bunt. I think both teams have realized this could be a low-scoring game. It's not really that both pitchers are dominant so far, but they're both very resilient. They've been bending but not breaking. And McGeehan shows bunt again, and that goes foul. If it's going to be a low-scoring game, just pushing that runner along one base at a time might be the smart strategy here. So early in the game, but with our late started, I have to tell you, it feels late already. Count even at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he shows bunt, but doesn't pull the bat back in time, so that's a called strike 2. And McGean fouls one off to stay alive at the plate. Merlin at second, nobody out. Josh Taylor for the Seahawks. Out of the stretch. And the teams are starting to get into a bit more of a chanting mode. And there's the throw to second. And the throw gets away from the second baseman, or rather from the shortstop covering. But it's not go very far in center field, so Merlin rather does not advance. McGean still at the plate. 1-2 count. High and away, so the count's even at 2. We've had several long at-bats by both teams so far in the game. Both our starting pitchers, Sam Schachter for the Yorktown Patriots and Josh Taylor for the South Lakes Seahawks, showing a lot of resilience. For the most part, they've got command of their pitches tonight. And the batters are showing a lot of patience at the plate. I haven't seen a lot of hitters swing at things that are far out of the strike zone. And McGean goes down swinging. Looked like he might have taken something off his fastball, and it was enough to get by McGean. That brings up Josh Jones for the Patriots. 1 out now, runner at second. And a hard grounder to first. He hits behind the runner. And it's a put out. It's an out, but he's able to advance the runner to third. John Merlin going to third. So Josh Jones moves the runner along. But unfortunately now there are 2 outs, which takes us out of the sacrifice fly possibility. And stepping in, the catcher, Ben Kumi. Kumi, a sophomore for Yorktown. And there's several left-handed batters in the Yorktown lineup. Possibly giving the Patriots some favorable matchups against the right-hander, Josh Taylor. Called strike. He catches the corner. That one's up wide of the plate. As we get deeper into the game, this is where the schedule might give South Lakes an edge. South Lakes has got 3 days off before they take on the Madison Warhawks. And that's a hard foul. So in theory, Coach Morgan Spencer can feel free to go to his bench and get the matchups that he might want in any situation. Yorktown, however, takes on those same Madison Warhawks 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is going to feel a lot earlier than it normally would with this late ball game. So John, and that's a strikeout, and that's the inning. And we're back. Seahawks standing in against Sam Schachter. Neither team able to score so far. Schachter's done a good job of keeping the ball low. He's run the count on some hitters, but generally he's thrown strikes tonight. You see defense is set pretty much straight away. So Will Irwin has already been on base in the game. He's trying to get back on base. Ground ball to short. Hard hit ball to short. Andrew Simmons, the shortstop, comes up with the play. We've got one out. And that brings up Dylan Suzuki. Suzuki's also reached base so far in the game, but like everyone else in both teams, unable to score. And he takes a strike. Another hard hit ball. That gets through the infield. So a sharp single to right field. And Suzuki's on base again. That will pull first baseman Zach Allen out of position. He'll cover the bag. Suzuki's got some speed. Schachter will be keeping an eye on him. Trying to keep him out of scoring position. It's got the feel of a low-scoring game, so teams will be cautious about letting the other team pick up a run. And the same way, both teams will be trying to scratch out a run where and when they can. First pitch fouled. And that ball inside almost hits Jake Peterson, and the pitch gets away from Kumi. So Suzuki takes second base and puts him in scoring position. And again, we run around second. Catcher wants to have a chat with the pitcher. He might be mixing up the signals. So Peterson steps back in. Now he's got a runner in scoring position. And you see the infield umpire moving over on the shortstop side of the bag on the infield grass. And that's a called strike. That off-speed pitch Actor likes to go to. If he can land it for a strike, it's a very effective pitch. And a late breaking news story time called by the ump. Actor was almost in his delivery. Peterson will try to hit behind the runner or punch something to the outfield. And he fouls one off. Actor checks the runner before he goes into his windup. All right, he thought he might have been, the pitch might have hit him. He tried to claim a hit on the elbow, but the umpire's not giving it to him. Count even at 2-2. And that runs the count full. High and inside. The synthetic turf field here at Barcroft. That's something every high school player might have played on. The only dirt in the field area is that mound. And that'll be ball 4, and the ball gets away, and Suzuki alertly takes third base. Good base running by the Seahawks. So the only dirt in the field is actually the mound. And it is surrounded by that beige synthetic dirt, which is a less dense version of the synthetic grass. And time is called again. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Great opportunity for Noah Luckenbaugh to do some damage. There's the throw to first. I'm sorry, but Jake Peterson gets back to first. Peterson at first, Suzuki at third. And Noah Luckenbaugh at the plate. A couple of throws over. Suzuki's got speed. I wouldn't be surprised if on one of those throws to first he doesn't break for home. Feels he can get a jump. I think he might go. Throw to first. Shaq, they're hoping he can catch. Peterson leaning the wrong way. And And that'll be outside for a ball. And Peterson takes the base, uncontested. Pitch was low. Peterson was on the move. So the showdown between pitcher and runner. This round goes to the runner. That's a strike. Almost went for it. Breaking ball off the plate. And Luckenbaugh fouls one off. Ducks on the pond for Noah Luckenbaugh. 2 Seahawks in scoring position. Scoreless ball game up to this point. Both teams have had opportunities, though. And right back at the pitcher, he checks the runner, he throws to first, he gets the second out. Good defense from Sam Schachter, helping his own cause. Hard hit ball right back up the middle. Big play getting it from by Sam Schachter. If it gets through and the second baseman has to field it, you probably have a run on the board. Even though you probably still would end up with the out at first base. You'd have traded an out for a run, but the good D from Schachter makes it a one-sided deal. They just get the out. Avery Nieves has got the same opportunity, 2 runners in scoring position, but he's got to work with 2 outs. And that pitch is high, and I have to think it might have slipped out of Schachter's hand. He doesn't that's not the zone he pitches in. Hard foul, loud foul down the right field line. Schachter delivers. High pop-up. Right field. And the catch is made. The inning is over. Schachter bends but does not break. We're back for the Yorktown half of the inning. Josh Taylor keeping the Patriots off the scoreboard. A couple of quick foul balls. And Brendan Maturiz checks his swing. Pitch was outside. And that one's inside. Maltree's able to step out of the way. And we have a full count. See Josh Taylor keeping his spikes clear of his pant leg. Strike 3. High, maybe inside. So far, Taylor seems to have done more damage on the hitters with his off-speed pitches, but he went to the fastball for that strikeout. Low for ball 1. Zach Allen, first baseman for the Patriots. Trying to get something started now with 1 out. Taylor might be trying to set up his off-speed breaking ball that often are low on the outside part of the plate with some high and inside fastballs early in the count. And Allen can't connect. And that is strike 2, called strike 2. Allen might have thought it was high, but the umpire thought differently. And he swings, ball gets away. And easy throw to first base to retire the batter. So drop third strike. But Zach Allen's sprint to first is in vain. Good defense from the South Lakes catcher. For a scoreless game, both pitchers have had to throw a fair number of pitches so far. So it certainly makes sense for the hitters to be trying to be patient and make the opposing pitcher work. Try to get them up in their pitch count. There were 2 outs. Tanner Wall will try to get something started for the Patriots. And he can't lay off the high heat. He swings right through it. And that is caught by the shortstop. Solid defense from South Lakes. Inning over. South Lakes ended the last inning on a nice defensive play. Shallow pop-up hit right at the shortstop over his head. He had to get out on the outfield grass, and he ran it down and made the over-the-shoulder catch to retire the side. And Sam Schachter is back out for another inning of work. Ground ball to third, fielded cleanly, long throw over to first. Batter retired. So Cooper Rosner leads off with a hard ground ball to third base for the first out. And Mitch Mulville steps up. He's also one of the seniors on South Lakes. And Mulville looks at the ball outside. And that ball's into right field. And Mulville's aboard with a single to right field. So Zach Allen will come over and cover the runner. And Aaron Hipsch steps in. One out, runner on first, scoreless ball game. And time might have been something going on down the left field line. And the throw at first almost catches Mulville leaning the wrong way. Here's the pitch to Hipsch. And that's in there for a called strike. Schachter mixes up his speeds effectively. So far he's keeping hitters mostly off guard. And another throw to first. Mulville back easily. Schachter's already picked off one South Lakes Seahawk on first base this game. Caught a run down. And the ball gets past, so ground ball to third. The throw to second goes in the outfield, and Mulville ends up on third base. And Aaron Hipsch benefits from the throwing error. Otherwise, he's probably aboard on a fielder's choice. And there will be two out, but instead there's runners on the corners with one out. Hipsch takes his lead off first. And Jack Dooley. There's the throw to first. Almost got him. Schachter's got a good move to first base. And he's definitely keeping the South Lakes Seahawks runners on their toes. And the ball gets away. And the runner is out. Mulville broke for home when the pitch got away from Ben Coomey. Hipsch moved up to second base, but the second out of the inning, and the chance to pick up a run denied by the Yorktown Patriots. The backstop here at Barcroft Park is actually not all that large of an area. And it is fairly solid, and in a lot of cases, you'll get a good rebound of the baseball. Well, that pitch hits Dooley. So Dooley's going to go down to first base. We've got runners at first and second. But after a good defensive play from Kumi and Schachter rushing home to cover the plate, and he applied the tag. Kept South Lakes off the scoreboard, but they're not out of the woods yet. 2 outs, but runners on first and second. And Will Irwin hits a little foul ball down the right field, down the first base line. Goes out of play. With 2 outs, the runners will be going, so it won't take a long single to pick up a run. If Hipsch can get a good jump at second base. Fly ball and inning over. There's a little chopper. First pitch swinging right back to the pitcher. He throws to first. Easy out. And that was Andrew Simmons, who's swinging on the first pitch. Grounds it right back to Josh Taylor. Brings up another one of the lefty hitters, Carson Wood. Ball is low. Both teams tonight, a lot of opportunities to score. First half of this inning, South Lakes got a runner to the plate, but he was tagged out. When you're a pitcher in a game like this, you almost have to keep what happens when your team is at bat out of your mind and just focus on your pitching and keeping the runners off base. And really not even thinking about lost opportunities for runs. Let that hang on you. And that's ball 4. Didn't miss by much, but was out of the zone, so Carson Wood will be at first base. And that brings up John Marlene, who got into scoring position a couple innings ago, but wasn't able to get home. And throw over to first. Carson Wood is safe. Tower throws home and just misses inside and a little bit low. Follows that one with high and outside. Managed to keep it on the outside part of the plate. McGean swung through that last pitch. Taylor does a little sidearm throw over to first. Sometimes any difference in your throw to first is enough to catch the runner off guard. Little tapper back to the mound. He bobbles it, and he still gets the out at first. Carson Wood moves on to second base. When Taylor couldn't feel the ball cleanly on the mound, he probably lost the opportunity of the double play. But he recovered, got the sure out at first, so puts a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And Vince McGean, who struck out last time up, has the opportunity to punch home a run and get the Yorktown Patriots on the board. Carson Wood with his lead off second. And McGean's ahead in the count. And that catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. Taylor works the corners well. Does a good job of keeping the ball off the middle of the plate. That was a little too far outside, so McGean ahead in the count. And McGean fouls one back. McGean with a sharp single to right field. He's now at first. We've got runners on the corner. Carson Wood gets to third base. And that ball gets away, but Yorktown perhaps learning from the last inning doesn't send Carson Wood home. So Josh Jones at the plate. Now he has 2 runners in scoring position. Ball got away. And Yorktown, having seen firsthand how tough it is to plate that run on an errant throw, holds back. All right, the Seahawks took a timeout to talk about their defense, set their defense against the runner on third. No score in the game. Yorktown threatening. And that ball is low. First base is open. So if Taylor decides he wants to keep trying to nibble on the edges of the zone, he's got somewhere to put Josh Jones. But that would load the bases. With Ben Coomey coming up. Low again. And the count is full. First base opens, the runners won't be in motion. Ground ball. Side retired, inning over. With the Seahawks up to bat. So far, it has been a game of what might have been both teams. A lot of scoring opportunities. No one able to punch a run home so far. And Dylan Suzuki. Trying to get something going against Sam Schachter. Schachter has gotten into some jams and pitched beautifully to get out of them. He's been helped by some solid defensive play by his Yorktown teammates. Ground ball to short. And he's safe at first. Suzuki with his speed beats out the ground ball to shortstop. And with no one out, South Lakes has a runner at first base. Throw over to first, almost catches Suzuki leaning the wrong way. Schachter is going to keep his eye on Suzuki. He knows he has speed. And they show bunt. And the bunt advances the runner, so well-placed bunt. But the umpires are going to talk about it. And I think we're about to get a pitching change. All right, Yorktown has a new pitcher. Josh Jones now in the game. In release of Sam Schachter. Schachter went 4 1/3. Got into some trouble at times, but did not give up any runs, earned, unearned, or otherwise. Hall of Fame pitcher Tom Seaver used to say that as a pitcher, you really only have your best stuff less than half the time. You could take the mound, and so if you can't find a way to win or put your team in a position to win on games when you don't have your best stuff, you're not going to have much of a career. And I don't think either starting pitcher tonight, Josh Taylor for South Lakes or Sam Schachter for Yorktown, dominated, but they certainly pitched with grit and have both put their teams in a position to win a ball game. But now it's Josh Jones on the mound for Yorktown. Runners in scoring position. And only one out. And there's a walk. So Noah Luckenbaugh is down at first base. Dylan Suzuki on at second. Avery Nieves steps in with a chance to drive home a run. Put his team on the board here in the fifth. Grounded to short. There's the out at second. Throw to first. Double play. Yorktown's out of the jam. Inning over. All right, we're back for the bottom of the fifth. Giovanni May in to throw for South Lakes. And he is facing Ben Coomey, the catcher for Yorktown. Coomey getting the start tonight instead of Jack Matichik, the catcher on the Patriot lineup. And now it's up to Giovanni May. So both starters pitched well, and neither will factor in any decision tonight. Coomey, one of several left-handed hitters in the Yorktown lineup. This could be a favorable matchup against the right-handed pitching we're seeing from South Lakes tonight. And that is a called strike three. That's the kind of pitch they say freezes a hitter. Good off-speed curve, drops it in for a strike. Bat never left the shoulder. So May picks up his first strikeout. And Brendan Matarese will now stand in. That pitch is high. High pop up, and the left fielder calls off the shortstop and makes the catch. And so quickly, 2 down here in the bottom of the fifth. And Zach Allen, first baseman for the Yorktown Patriots, will step in. Base is empty, 2 outs. Swings and misses on the fastball. And a swinging strike, too. So Giovanni May, one strike away from a 1-2-3 inning. And it's a little bit high. That one takes it for ball one. Called strike three. Fifth inning over, still a scoreless ball game. All right, on to the sixth. No score in the game. Cooper Rosner. First pitch swinging, foul ball to start things off. Josh Jones now back on the mound for a second inning of work. Jones came in with a runner on second and one out. He walked the first batter he faced, but then got the inning-ending double play ball. And a grounder to short. Josh Jones seems a little bit like he relies more on the fastball. Than Sam Shackner. Sam Shackner liked going to his off speed and his curve throughout the at bat, not just as an out pitch. So Cooper Rosner fouling off some pitches, prolonging the at bat. We've seen a number of long at bats by both teams tonight. Both teams pitching have kept the ball around the plate. Only yielded a few walks. Both team hitters typically very patient. So ground ball to short retires Rosner for the first out. That will bring up Mitch Mulville, senior for South Lakes. 7 seniors on the Seahawk roster. Also 7 seniors on the Yorktown roster. Both teams got experienced players. As they tune up here on the early part of the season. Swinging strike. If you're one of the fans here at Barcroft Park tonight, you're feeling a chill in the air, but none of these players are playing like there's a chill at all in this cool March evening. At the shortstop, Andrew Simmons having a busy inning. Grounder to him for the first out, and now a soft liner for out number 2. And that will bring up Aaron Hipsch. Low and outside for ball 1. And Jones finds the corner for strike 1 to even the count. Aaron Hipsch, one of the juniors on the South Lakes squad, so he'll be back next year. Big swinging strike. Strike 2 now. And low, and it gets away. And a grounder. This one gets by Simmons. And on into left field for a clean single for Aaron Hipsch, who's on first base now. Which will move Zach Allen over to cover the bag. And it is being called foul, so Hipsch was nearly to third. Jack Dooley was almost to second base, but it was a long foul ball. Home plate umpire came up the line to get a good look and quickly called it a foul ball. So we'll tee it up and do it again. Hipsch on first, Dooley at the plate. Scoreless game. There's a throw over to first. Almost got him. Both Schachter and Jones, good moves to first base. Schachter picked off a runner earlier in the game. And both pitchers know there's speed on the South Lakes, in the South Lakes lineup, so they're going to keep them close to the bag. In a tight, low-scoring game like this, being able to steal a base and move things along base by base is a big advantage. And there's the steal. So Hipsch takes second uncontested. Pitch got away from the catcher. Kept it in front of him, though. But I think he had the bag already stolen. Good jump on the pitch. So now runners in scoring position, 2 out. Jones has to dig down and keep the South Lake off the board. And that is outside. And he gets that ball in for a strike. Jones appears to be working more of the upper part of the strike zone than Sam Schachter is typically doing. There's a foul ball. Slow curve, strike 3, inning over. Still scoreless. So Tanner Wall stepping in for the Patriots. Facing Giovanni May from South Lakes. May in his second inning of work. And the catch is made by the center fielder. Had to move to his left, made the running catch for the first out. We've had a couple of errant throws in the infield so far tonight. But basically, both teams have shown good defense. And combined with solid pitching and resilient pitching, We've got no score, and we're into the 6th. So May tries a off-speed pitch on the outside part of the plate and misses for a ball. Andrew Simmons swings through that pitch. And he checks his swing, but doesn't matter. It's called strike 2. Giovanni misses to even the count. And that will be unassisted by the first baseman. Noah Luckenbaugh. Sharp ground ball. Gloved it, beat the runner to the bag. So with 2 out, Carson Wood stands in. Just misses. High for a ball. Wood was in scoring position his last time up. Couldn't get home. And the count's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. And that will get through. Another hit for Carson Wood. As he gets it under the glove of the diving shortstop. And you can hear the South Lake coaches having their corner outfielders move close for the foul lines to cut off the possibility of a double. And John Merlene up for Yorktown against Giovanni May. And another long foul ball. Carson Wood back at first base. Trying to move him along. Ball is low. And Vince McGean is on deck. Deep in the hole, shortstop. Can't make the throw to first, and we have runners at first and second. So Merlene, unable to hit behind the runner, still gets the infield single. And we have 2 men on. And Vince McGean coming up to bat. And McGean with an opportunity to knock home a run. Carson Wood has got some speed, so he doesn't even need a long single to get him home. McGean just trying to get a ball out of the infield. Wood taking a cautious lead off second. With a runner on second. Lockenbaugh's not even holding Merlene on at first. And a fake throw to second. With the fake throw, you're really just trying to get a false step out of the runner, and then you'll follow with the real throw, another fake throw. You're hoping your move will make the runner break for third, and then you've got him caught. And Wood takes third anyway. Pitch got away from the catcher. Good hustle on the base pass, and McGean takes second, so won't go down as a double steal in the books, but has the same effect, and now Yorktown has two runners in scoring position. Bottom of the sixth. Scoreless game. A lot of extended at bats in this ball game. Patient hitters and pitchers who have control of their pitches. That is outside. Maybe an incentive for a waste pitch in that case. I think he might have been trying to leave it outside. See if McGean would go for it, but I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to pitch it that high. Ground ball to second, the throw to first, and inning over. We are still scoreless. All right, we're on to the seventh inning. Josh Jones on the mound for Yorktown. Defense, like it's been most of the game, playing straight away. I'm sorry, we have Dylan Suzuki. After Will Irwin led off the inning. And that's through to right field for a single. 1 out single. Suzuki on board. And he's got some speed, so now we'll have Jake Peterson. Top of the 7th, no score. Both teams, plenty of opportunities. The closest either team came to scoring was sprinting home on a wild pitch. South Lakes tried to get a run, but Yorktown covered the home plate. Pitcher coming in to cover and applied the tag for the out. And that's as close as we've gotten to a run in this ballgame. Earlier tonight, the George Washington Colonials defeated the UMass Minutemen on this field by a score of 10-2. And it's starting to look like the combined 12 runs in that first game were most of the runs, if not all of the runs, that this field was willing to give up tonight. Although good pitching and good defense by both Yorktown and South Lakes probably explains more of the scoreless, the no score than anything else. All right, with Suzuki on first, Peterson at the bat. Josh Jones on the mound. We do have one out. And the runner was in motion, but it's a walk. So Suzuki will be at second. Luckenbaugh down at first. A couple of runners aboard for Avery Neves. And a very high pop-up handled by the third baseman. The infield fly rule was in effect. And now with 2 outs, it'll be up to Cooper Rosner to try to get a run home. Rosner, one of the sophomores on the South Lakes team. We're already past 10 o'clock here at Barcroft Park on a Friday night. A lot of the youth baseball leagues in Arlington County, such as Senior Babe Ruth, are able to use this field when the George Washington Colonials are not hosting a home game. And a lot of the players at Yorktown who played a lot of Senior Babe Ruth baseball before they began their high school careers will find a very familiar feeling of being here as late as 10 o'clock. It is another foul ball, long, loud foul. So another long at bat. Runners on first and second. 2 outs in the inning. Ground ball back to the mound. There's the throw to first, and the inning is over. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. No score. right, Giovanni May on the mound for the South Lakes Seahawks. Josh Jones on the mound for the Yorktown Patriots. Strikeout to lead off the inning. Long fly ball. Drops in, and this is going to be a triple. Stand-up triple to probably the deepest part of the park. Right after a leadoff triple to start the 8th inning. Yorktown wanted a timeout to regroup. And Mitch Mulville taking his lead at third base. He's there with 1 out. Josh Jones still on the mound for Yorktown. He came in the 5th inning in relief of Sam Schachter. And we are in extra innings. We have no score, but a go-ahead run for the Seahawks is just 90 feet away. Mitch Mulville. Ground ball back to the mound. He checks the runner. So Jones checks the runner at third. And now there are 2 down. He gets the out at first. As Aaron Hipsch made contact but couldn't get it past the pitcher. If he could have been more of a high chopper, he might have had a chance to run home or be safe at first, but ended up being a fairly easy play. Good defense by Jones, checking the runner at third. Yorktown not the home team, but every run counts in this scoreless contest. And there's a strike. Jack Dooley stepping in with 2 outs and a runner on third. So a sacrifice fly no longer an option for that run, but Mulville still ready to score if his teammates can come through. Slow curve. Slow curve that dropped in for a called strike. So we're in extra innings, and South Lakes got its fans energized with that triple. deepest part of the ballpark, and we have not seen a lot of long hits tonight. Pitching from both teams, keeping the batters a little bit off balance. But Movic got all of that one. Stand-up triple as a result. But 2 outs, and Jones 1 out away from getting out of the jam. Strike 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. No score. Giovanni May out on the mound for the bottom of the 8th. So Steve Durkis into pinch hit. Durkis, one of the seniors on Yorktown. Loud foul down the left field line, out of play. And he strikes out. Swinging third strike. So May out for his 4th inning of work and looking like he's in command. Giovanni May. Tanner Wall hitting for the Patriots. And that is a solid single out to left field. So 1 out. Patriots have a runner on board. The potential winning run at first base. And now Andrew Simmons, the shortstop, will stand in. There's a throw to try to catch Tanner Wall off base, but he gets back safely. Simmons, some solid defense at shortstop tonight for the Patriots, including starting off the critical double play that got them out of a big jam back in the 5th. And we are scoreless. We're in overtime. But the Patriots have an opportunity with a runner on base and only 1 out. Swinging strike. Off-speed pitch. There's a throw down to second. Tanner Wall slides in head first safely. Pitch got away from the catcher. And good base running by Tanner Wall puts him in scoring position with only 1 out. So now the winning run is at second base. Andrew Simmons will try to hit behind the runner. And either advance him to third or win the game with a walk-off hit. And he checks the runner. Tanner Wall's got some speed. There's a high curveball that goes for a ball. Obviously, as a pitcher, Giovanni May has to keep his focus on the hitter, but he needs to be mindful of Tanner Wall because there's a lot more ways to score without a hit from third base than there are from second base, and we are in extra innings. So there's the out at first. Simmons does his job moving the runner along. Now there are 2 outs on the ground out. Tanner Wall takes third. And now the winning run is 90 feet away. And Carson Wood, one of several left-handers in this Yorktown lineup. And with Steve Dirk is coming in as a pinch hitter, there's even more left-handed bats facing off against the right-handed South Lakes pitching. And Coach Morgan Spencer indicating the intentional walk. And so the bases are loaded. Carson Wood, John Merlene giving the free pass. Giovanni May waiting to finally pitch again. They don't bother to do the 4 throws for the intentional walk. I don't know whether that's a favor to the players, and given how late this game is going, it's more likely a favor to the fans. So Vince McGann, 2 out, bases loaded. Base hit or a walk wins the game for Yorktown. The runs behind Tanner Wall at third are meaningless. So South Lakes opting to give the intentional walk and load the bases. There's a high pop-up that will go out of play. South Lakes deciding to do the intentional walks and load at the bases and set up a forced play at any base. So increase their ability to get out of this jam in the event that McGeehan ends up hitting the ball in the infield. One run wins it. And 1 out ends it, and that is caught in center field. We'll go to the 9th. Scoreless after 8. And on into the night we play. Josh Jones in the 9th. Try to keep South Lakes off the scoreboard. Enable his team to win the game. And that gets through the infield past a diving third baseman. Good effort by Brendan Maturiz, but South Lakes leadoff single. And the South Lake offense is back in business. Been on base a lot this game. They've been in business a lot, but they haven't been able to close the deal. Punch home a run. And the bunt goes to the pitcher. He does the only play he's got left, which is first base. An effective bunt forced the pitcher to field it. And with 1 out, South Lakes now has a runner in scoring position. So it'll be up to Jake Peterson after the bunt, sacrifice bunt from Dylan Suzuki. The bunt put Will Irwin down at second base. Led off the inning with a single. And now Jake Peterson. He'll try to hit behind the runner. And either advance him to third or get him home. Called strike. So Josh Jones knows he's got a runner in scoring position, but he's not backing down from the mound. All four pitchers we've seen tonight, a lot of resilience, a lot of grit out there. Jones looks the runner back. That is the center field. And a diving catch. So Yorktown on defense steps it up with runners in scoring position. And South Lakes frustrated in their attempt to get home a run. Irwin taking a cautious lead off second base. Another fly ball. All right, 2 down now. Irwin at second. Luckenbaugh on at first. And Avery Neves. Going to try to get his team a run here and get them the lead. Line drive out, inning over. Still scoreless. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth, Josh Jones leading off for Yorktown. Giovanni May back for his 5th inning of work. Seems like the teams have gotten runners and a soft line drive to shortstop. That'll get the first out of the inning. It seems like both teams have gotten runners in the scoring position most of the innings, but no one has come up and gotten home to score. Now we'll get Ben Kumi, catcher for the Patriots. Kumi and Sam Schachter made one of the big defensive plays of the game on a pitch that got away from him. Kumi raced back to the backstop, picked up the ball, made an accurate toss. Schachter covered home plate. And the South Lakes runner trying to score from third was thrown out.
You got this, 2-4. You got this. Let's go.
One out for Kumi. Bottom of the ninth. Our second extra inning of the evening. There's a fly ball to center. And we have 2 outs. There seems to be a helicopter flying over the field right now. Even they can't find any runs on this field. We're scoreless and we're almost through 9. Brendan Meteriz, swing and a miss for a strike. Meteriz has provided solid defense at third base tonight. It's been one of the defensive reasons we have no score so far. Good defense by both teams. And he swings through for strike 2. So Giovanni May trying to get into a 1-2-3 inning. And there's a foul, so Meteriz stays alive.
All right, patience. Come on, 9. Let's go.
Little grounder to second, the toss to first. We are done with 9. We have no score. On to the 10th. And as we are approaching the 11 p.m. hour here at Barcroft Park, parents of these student athletes might be thinking that they are out late on a Friday night, but they're just at the ballpark trying to win a ball game. Pitch outside. And Ryan Salzberg has come in for the Patriots. Salzberg. And that throw is wild. So a long throw on an infield grounder. Gets past the first baseman. Some good hustle on D, though. Holds the runner at first. So Cooper Rosner on at first, and Mitch Mulville shows bunt, good bunt, front of the mound, only plays to first base. And we have a runner retired, but importantly, the runner moves up to second and is now in scoring position here in the top of the 10th. So Mulville last time up, a 1-out triple. This time up, a deft sacrifice bunt. Sometimes it's a cliche among baseball players that young guys don't know how to bunt anymore. But Coach Morgan Spencer's team has been showing their ability to bunt in this game at least. And so Aaron Hipsch. Hipsch looking to move the runner along. And get him home. There's a fly ball. It drops for a single in shallow left field. The throw gets away, and Hitch alertly takes second base. So with no score in the top of the 10th, South Lakes now 2 runners in scoring position. 1 out. And Jack Dooley coming to the plate. He's going to take a moment. Dooley taking a moment to confer with his third base coach. And Yorktown takes advantage of the pause in the action to confer on the mound. Runners in scoring position for Jack Dooley. Pitch gets away. And the runner's home for the first run of the ballgame. Cooper Rosner races home on the pass ball at the top of the 10th. And on a pitch that got away, the South Lakes Seahawks have finally broken through and are on the scoreboard. I guess it's only appropriate that in a game that has been this well pitched, and we've seen great defense from both teams, that the run doesn't score on a hit. Dooley shows bunt again. Wasn't the suicide squeeze. Hipsch wasn't in motion on the pitch. Came down the line. Wait to see if Dooley was able to make contact. Hipsch, by the way, took third on the pitch that got away, and that scored the run. So there's the bunt, and the throw home is too late. So the bunt goes for a single, and South Lakes has a 2-0 lead. So Aaron Hipsch, who hit a clean single to right field, advanced a base on an errant throw twice. Comes home on an infield bunt single. Diving stop at first. He got him out. Great defense by Yorktown. Threw from his knees, got the runner. Meanwhile, Dooley's able to advance all the way to third base. He took third on the throw to first. But we have 2 out now. And Dylan Suzuki is back up. And Suzuki fouls off a pitch. So 2 outs, 2 runs on the board. South Lakes. Neither team could score anything for 9 innings, and now South Lakes has put 2 on the board. Called strike. Ryan Salzberg trying to get that third out. Get his team back up at bat to try to come back in this game. Ground ball, unassisted by first base. And we'll go to the bottom of the 10th, but South Lakes has struck first, and they're up by 2. All right, last call for the Patriots. Bottom of the 10th. They trail by 2. And it is after 11 p.m. here at Barcroft. Get the out at first. Terrific defensive play South Lakes
Be dynamic.
balling off the pitcher. And it carried pretty far over toward first base. He chased the ball, made a short toss, and we've got one out. Those of us are old enough to remember the PSA from the 1960s, 1970s. They would run on television that would say, it's 11 p.m., do you know where your children are? Well, Yorktown and South Lakes baseball parents, it's 11 p.m. You know where your children are. Trying to win a ball game in 10 innings. And that is 2 outs. Some sparkling infield defense from South Lakes here in the bottom of the 10th has left Yorktown with its last at bat. Andrew Simmons will try to get a rally going. Simmons, the Yorktown shortstop, has turned in some terrific defense at his position tonight, but its defense is not what they need now. And that gets through. Single to right field. Andrew Simmons is on board, and the potential tying run is coming to the plate. Carson Wood. Wood will try to keep it going here for the Patriots. And a throw over to first. Fly ball, center field. Game over. South Lakes defeats Yorktown in 10 innings, 2-0.